What's up, Husker Nation? This is Carlon Jones, class 2024. I'm signing in with the boys down bad.
All right, this is the Boys Down Bad podcast, and we are super excited to welcome on one of the newest Nebraska football commits, Carlin Jones, to the pod. Carlin, welcome on, man. Hey, we appreciate you coming on, dude. This is awesome. All right, Carlin, what has life been like since you committed to Nebraska? Has it just been insane?
I mean, yeah, the fans is crazy. It was like a lot of love, and Coach Knighton was real excited the night I had told him I said I want to come to Nebraska. So it's been real love, man. I can't wait to get up there. I've been already talking about it. I was like, man, I'm just ready for this whole senior year to get over with.
What has the impact of Husker Nation been on you so far? Have they just been blowing you up?
Honestly, yeah, the post got like 600K views out of it when I committed. So yeah, it was a big blow up, honestly.
Husker Nation is huge on Twitter, and it's super, super cool to see. We like to start at the beginning, kind of with our recruits that we talked to. Growing up, was it always football for you down in Texas?
Yeah, that's basically. I started real young. I was like 7 or 8, and my dad got me into football. Oh, well, I think I was 6 then.
Did you play any other sports?
I played basketball, football, and my senior. Well, yeah, I played track this year.
Oh, nice. Was there a certain moment when you kind of knew, football was the route you wanted to go down, or did you just always know that was what you wanted to do?
Honestly, I thought I was gonna be in the NBA. I used to be like, yeah, I'm a basketball player. I love basketball, but my freshman year is when I realized football was the route for me to go.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
So we've talked to a lot of guys from Texas. What is Texas high school football like been for you? And then are there certain like rivalries that kind of just like mean more that you really like look forward to?
Yeah, we have a rivalry. It's with El Campo, and Texas A&M just got Ruben Owens. He was our rivalry. He was a good running back in El Campo. It was a good game when we faced them. But yeah, Texas football, we're big over here. In my eyes, I believe this is the best football in the whole United States. You can get out of it. That's what I believe.
Are games just like crazy down there?
Yes, it's always a good competition game because it's never really a weak opponent. I mean, it's always going to be some weak opponents everywhere, but it's always going to be a battle. Our whole district, it was a good battle, but we ended up finishing second though.
Gotcha.
When we were predicted to be last, but now we're predicted to be second this year. But we're trying to be district champs this year, be undefeated this whole season.
There we go. We love to hear that.
So kind of talking about high school or Texas high school football, other than like the talent, because we know there's going to be just a ton of talent. Is it just like the environment, is it like the community that just gets behind it that it's so crazy, or like other than just like skill set, what's kind of goes into it that makes it so big?
That makes Texas football so big, or my school in general?
Just like Texas in general.
Texas in general, I mean, it's just that's what mostly everyone cares about. Usually, I mean, people like basketball down here in Texas, but I've never really just saw people just go crazy over it. You know, it's just Texas is just football. Honestly, I don't even know what makes it. And Texas is so big around, so it's football everywhere. Dallas, you got Duncanville, you got North Shore. So it's so many big school names that everyone's bought in around football around here. So and the population's so big in Texas. So yeah, that's just.
Are there a lot of dogs in your district going D1?
Yeah, we're 4A Division 1. But yeah, we have a couple D1 players that we had one of our players go to Grambling, and he was a dog. He always made me better. I was always going against him. His name's Zamarian Bryan. He was a dog. And Ollie, his name Oliver Miles, he's in El Campo, and he committed to Texas Tech, I think. So yeah, it's some good competition over here. And we got another guy that's in our district. He committed to Cal. He a 3-star running back from Stafford.
There you go.
So it's constant competition.
So what would you say is like your favorite part or like the best part about playing D-line? And then what's the hardest part and maybe like the not so fun part about playing D-line?
The fun part is being able to be physical. It's never a play where you don't get action. You know, safeties will be like, they'll just constantly drop back in the coverage, say, oh, I might get a pick here, or I might be able to cover somebody here, make a tackle here. D-line, you're always engaging with someone, so it's not a boring part of the game. So it's always fun and intense in the trenches, you know.
For sure. What's the kind of the most important trait or skill set that you think D lineman needs to have in order to be successful?
You have to be versatile. You can't just I can't say names, obviously, but I was in a camp, and as we're D linemen, when we're in our group, we're always getting along, we're gonna talk. And I try to help people as much as I can. I'm saying, oh, you got to work a different move, man. You can't just bull rush, you got to show skill. He said, I only know how to stop the run. I said, that's not how it is. You got to be able to pass rush and stop the run. You got to be versatile. You can't just bull rush and use your strength, because there's going to come one lineman one day that's going to be stronger than you and going to throw you down. So when there's a strong old lineman, you have to use versatility. You have to use finesse and stuff like that. So that's what I would say. As a D lineman, you have to be versatile. You just can't work one move and just call it a day.
You have a special move, like do you have a go-to move when you're bull rushing?
Oh, bull rushing, a long arm, a strong long arm. I catch them off guard though. I make sure to catch them off guard. I make sure to run up, take a couple jabs, make them think I'm using finesse, and I just strike them in their chest, and they fall back every time.
I love that. That's awesome.
So obviously you're a 4-star, defensive lineman. Is there something that in your game that you feel like really elevates you like above other I guess what is that trait?
Versatility. Being able to work everything. When I train, I make sure to practice power, violent get-offs, different handwork and different finesse, because you got to be able to move as a D lineman. You just can't be staggered, staying in one place. You got to get to the ball and get around old linemen, because the linemen are a lot slower than us. So you have to move as a D lineman.
For sure. All right, let's talk a little bit about Nebraska now. Can you take us through your commitment story and how you got to be a Husker?
It's a long story, because when they first offered me, I did not think I was going to go there at all. I was like, I'm not going to Nebraska. I don't believe I will. And then I was convinced. My dad just told me, he said, we're just going to take an official visit up there and we're going to see how you like it. So in the month of June, we set me up for June 2nd through the 4th. And then Coach Knighton had came to my school. He came and talked to me. He seemed like a cool, genuine guy. But I still wasn't convinced yet, because obviously it takes a lot to convince someone to commit there if you really want to be committed to them. So when I made the visit, it was cool. Obviously, good hospitality, good fans. When I got on the plane, before I got on the plane, these Nebraska people came and took a picture with me. I wasn't even committed there. I was just going up there for a visit, and they were like, just in case, in case you make it to the league, we're gonna have a picture with you. So took a picture with them. That showed a lot of love, how Nebraska is. So went up there, had a great time, enjoyed the players. They fit my personality well. And the city of Lincoln, it can be stuff going on there, but it's a lot more calmer to keep me sustained and not get sidetracked on what my goal is, making it to the league. I want to stay focused. So, I mean, it's cool to go out, but I want to make sure I stay sustained and keep my mind on the goal, not going out all the time, partying, getting mixed up, actually staying focused on school and getting to the next level. So that's another reason. And Coach Rhule, he's just an amazing, powerful coach. He literally has an airline going towards Lincoln. That says enough already. No coach is doing that. He's trying to recruit Texas. Most Texas players are going to Nebraska. That says a lot too. And he also recruits, not just because you're a great coach, but he recruits family. So if you played for him, your family. So he's going to hire you. He's going to make sure you have an opportunity to play. They're going to make sure I'm financially stable. They have a good schooling system. This is their academic advisor named Dennis. So, and my mom usually harps on me. I have a good grades, obviously, but if you slack a little bit, she stays on me. So Dennis will be like a second mom for me up there. That's what most of the players, he said they don't like me, but it helps them. So that's going to help me up there also. And then Coach Knighton, I believe and trust that he'll be able to get me to the next level and make me a better player, because he said he sees a mini Chris Jones in me. He said I could be better. So I believe Nebraska was a place for me because of all of those reasons. And the fan base is amazing too. And I feel like I make a name for myself.
Yeah, love to hear it. That's an awesome story.
Yeah. So during the recruiting process, what were you looking for in a college other than like the football program?
I was looking for an opportunity to play, not be discriminated against specifically for being a freshman, but specifically for a work ethic. Not just, oh, he's a senior, he's been here long, he got more time than you. No, it's supposed to be who works the hardest and who's just better. Who, if I beat the man out, you should give me some respect to put me on the field. But some coaches, I'm not saying all, because a lot of people start freshmen, but some colleges don't do that. They just believe, oh, he's bigger and stronger, you're not ready yet. So
that's an interesting point. I don't think any recruit has brought that up. That's awesome. What were your initial thoughts on Coach Rhule, like when you first met him? Like we've talked to a ton of Texas guys, and they just love him, love the way he talks and kind of commands a room. What were your initial reactions when you first met him?
He talked nothing about football when the meeting with him. Nothing. It was all about family. It was not one thing. He never said not one word about football the whole time. He said, we could talk about that later. It's all about building a relationship, because everyone can have a good football team and good facilities. And when at the end of the day, it comes down to the relationship and how you connect with the coaches. If you can connect with the coaches, that's the place for you. And a lot of the places I went to, I didn't connect with the players or the coaches. A lot of them just didn't fit my energy. And when I went to Nebraska, it was a pretty good connection. I enjoyed when I went to Dline meeting with Coach Knighton, it was a good connection. I liked the way he talked and the way he just already had a plan for me when I even got there. So, and where I would fit in the D-line. So that's what I feel about Coach Rhule and the whole coaching staff. It's just all about relationship, and I fit that pretty well.
Yeah, was there a specific moment, kind of when you were talking with them, that you realized, oh, this school is a lot different than other places I've been?
I would say they care about players' mental health a lot more than other places. I forgot his name. His name is Gus. Yeah, Gus. Because Bryce Turner, he's up there, and Bryce is like an antisocial person. And when they literally said, and they were asking me, they were concerned about it. I was like, most coaches probably wouldn't even be concerned. They would just be like, he's a football player. Let's roll with it. Come on, next man up. It doesn't matter. But they actually want to build a relationship with people. So they're real concerned about Bryce and how he's doing socially in the mental state. So that lets me know they really care about what's going on in people's health personally. They're going to be a person you can talk to. So it's not going to be no shame in the room if you have to talk to them. So that makes me real comfortable, not worrying about if I'm just going to be up there alone in my head, just thinking about different things. So that means a lot about that.
Awesome.
Yeah, so one of the things that I've kind of been thinking is, like, all these recruits, they're really buying into Matt Rhule. Like, obviously Nebraska hasn't been where we want to be. Is there, like, during your recruiting process, was there any like doubt in your mind with like this program hasn't been where it should be? Like, does that start to creep in at all, or?
No, that's what made me want to go there, because I know they've been on some down slopes, and I wanted to go up there, help be a program changer and make a name for myself. I'm making plays and we start winning, my name gets known, and the more notoriety I get, the more it helps me, financially too. So I believe I want to go up there and help change the program around.
Love that.
You're not supposed to, it's not as important when you're going to a program that's already winning. You're just another player next up. But if you're making a name for yourself, making plays, I'm getting sacks and stuff, making sure the offense get the ball back, we start scoring, we start winning. It's just that was a big part of my recruiting, because I knew they haven't been on a winning streak yet, and they have a whole new coaching staff, so I could be a part of something new and part of something great. And we're gonna keep going up. It's gonna be up from there.
You bet.
So were there any guys on the team now, or like just recruits, that have really like played a role in your decision coming to Nebraska?
A role in my decision? Any recruits? Not that I could say. It was just really a family coach's decision, honestly. Talking with my family, getting their input, getting my input. I mean, I can't say from there that they didn't help me, Nebraska players on there, but I will say players from the other teams I went on, they actually helped me. They gave me understanding that Nebraska is the place where I need to be. And say different schools, because I don't want to call out names there, because the coach is going to be like, why'd you say this good stuff about Nebraska, saying they're going to be good? You missed our recruiting, getting them. But so I'm not going to say any names, but different places, they were like, oh, Nebraska's going to be on the come up. I said, yeah, Nebraska is going to be on the come up. They got a whole new coaching staff, and they're recruiting well. They're going to be good. And another place I went to, another recruit, he was heavily recruiting in high school. He had over 52 offers. So he could have went to big SEC schools, but he chose an ACC school. I mean, that's not bad. Obviously, it's Power 5. You make it to the league anywhere. But he said he chose that school specifically so he can make a name for himself. SEC, everyone has a name. Everyone's big. It's just another thing. But you can make your name for yourself for a school that's not really winning to help them be on the come up. So it means a lot more to the fan base.
Right.
So it's a lot more notoriety to your name. So that's what I plan on doing.
Yeah, I love that. What are you most excited for coming to Nebraska and being a Husker?
Honestly, I'm just ready to just play in the games and see how the fan base. I'm ready to see how the fan base really is on Saturdays. They say it's crazy. I'm gonna come up there for a game to experience it, but being in the just suited up, ready to go, it's gonna be a different feeling. You make a big play, you can hear the whole crowd roaring. I can't wait to experience that, especially when they face Iowa. I know, ain't that a rivalry game? Because y'all close.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want to see that game too. I can't wait to see that game.
I was gonna ask you, have you been to a Husker game yet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you're in for a treat, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
What are some of the things that you're working on going into your senior year to get ready to play at Nebraska?
Well, to play in Nebraska, just constantly running to the ball, not keeping my composure. Obviously, I keep my composure well, but going into my senior year, I'm gonna be getting double and tripled a lot. So I'm not gonna use that excuse not to make the plays I need to make. But it's gonna take some time to make them. It's not gonna be easy as it was with the one-on-one. It's gonna take time getting to the ball, getting beating a double, triple team to get a sack, and I'm trying to get strip sacks too. So that's what I've been working on. That's probably it.
Absolutely. I got one more question for you. Kind of an opportunity to pump up the fans a little bit. What is Husker Nation getting in Carlin Jones?
Man, they're getting a versatile Dlineman that's gonna play as hard on every game.
I love that.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yep.
Husker Nation loves it. You got any more?
I guess what kind of went into committing before your senior year?
Honestly, it's been a lot of mix-up decisions. I've been saying I wanted to commit in June. Then I said, no, I need to take my official visits to see which college I want to go to. But I committed it before my senior year. I already had an idea where I wanted to go because I was already tempted to commit like a while earlier, but I said, let me finish my official visits first. But I committed before my senior year specifically. If you're committed with someone, you're committed the whole time. There's no switching up, no matter, because anything can happen during your senior year. Injuries, anything can happen. So if anything went wrong, I was already committed somewhere. I'm not losing any offers, any interest from coaches saying I'm not valuable anymore because I'm still valuable. They're gonna stay with me the whole time, which is what they told me. They said we're gonna stay with you the whole time, walk with you through recovery, all of that type of stuff. So that's why I plan on being committed. And I'm sure that's why a lot of other recruits get committed because that's a smart decision to do.
Yeah, I totally agree. That's
Yeah.
a good point. You got any more?
That's all I got.
Sweet. Well, Carlin, thank you so much for coming on, man. This has been awesome. We can't wait to see you on the field here soon.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to get there.
You bet. Go Big Red, baby.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thank you, Carlin. What a guy.
I'm excited for him.
He pumped me up. Infectious personality.
Yeah. Good vibes.
Something about Dlineman. They're getting me going.
Yeah.
So great guy. Not a ton of Husker news to tell. What?
Isn't he a fullback?
No.
No, it's a different guy.
Come on.
Yeah, this is Chris's first pod in
Jeez.
2 months.
Who's the fullback? Next week?
That's who we're interviewing. That's who we're interviewing. He'll be on next week.
He'll be on next week.
They interviewed somebody.
And you just spoiled it.
Yesterday.
You just spoiled it for everyone.
Jeez.
Well, you can
ruin this.
Just redo it.
Cut. No, I'm going to keep this in there.
I thought you were laughing
ahead.
because he said something about Dlineman get me going.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were laughing about.
No, I
Yeah,
forgot you guys did one yesterday.
First pod
Yeah,
back
welcome to
and
the
he
podcast.
Just
Yeah.
ruins everything.
Yeah.
So Chris is back.
Yeah.
Chris, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a ton of Husker news to talk about this week. We got a basketball commit,
We did.
which is cool.
From Africa.
Yeah. Looks like he'll be good.
Yeah, are you guys worried about your little bet?
Yeah.
No,
No.
not at all. You guys should be worried.
I'm not even close to worried.
What
did
are
what did we say? Final Four?
Final four, and then it has to be just the national championship game?
Yeah.
I thought it was win.
I think it's get to the
I think it both
not
are
the playoff, but get to the national championship. We can check the tape.
Yeah, it was get to the national championship, but we have to get the tattoo before that game.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Because
yes,
it's
yes.
winning the national champions 2024.
So then if they
whatever.
lose, you have that.
Yeah, I'm not worried about
No.
that. Trevor and I
Might I remind you, we're still 8-point dogs in our first game.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Trevor and I bought the tickets for Minnesota.
Oh yeah, you guys are
Official.
going.
It's official.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
Boys Down Bad will be in the house.
Yep. We're gonna need some documentation from the game.
There'll be some pics and
Yeah.
some videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Will your vibes change once you get there?
Oh, I'm going to be all in.
I mean, yeah, we'll be all in for the Huskers that game, but
No.
I would love to get a tattoo. That means we had a great season.
that means we go to the national
I would take
championship.
that. It's just not going to happen. I'd love it. I'm going to hope it happens.
Yeah.
But it just won't.
It won't.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Neither of you have been to Minnesota, right?
I've been to Minnesota.
I've been to
not
Minnesota,
like-
not the stadium though.
Yeah.
not to a
So-
game
Not
there.
to a
Gopher
game.
Stadium. Yeah,
Because you guys went to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
yeah,
That'll be
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be a fun time.
yeah.
It'll be a time. Yeah, let's move into down bads. Trevin?
Yeah, I got a tough one. Recurring guest, former podcast guest, cousin of Chris. This one hurts, but it's Lauren Stiverns. She got into some hot waters on Twitter. The fingers were going too fast. Some got deleted seconds after being tweeted, but not before people took note. She tweeted a picture of the training table where all the athletes eat. Said the training table is closed and only football is allowed to eat the breakfast here. Make it make sense. Hashtag Title IX. Hashtag women's rights. Hashtag losing record. And then added like the football team and Trev Alberts. And it turns out that it was actually the training table was closed for the week and the football team had just catered in a meal. And they all knew about it. All the athletes knew about it. There was something sent out earlier that week saying, hey, it's going to be closed all week for like renovations and stuff. So Stiverns didn't get that memo, I guess, and just decided to make a big scene on Twitter. And Husker Nation got after her.
We've all had a bad take a time or two.
Yeah.
Chalk it up to miscommunication.
Any comments, Chris, on your cousin?
Miscommunication.
Yeah.
I think one of the players probably sent her that photo.
Right, because
And,
she's not even there, right?
No.
Yeah.
And so if some former athlete sees that without knowing any context, they would probably be like, "Oh, that's stupid."
Yeah. I mean, she was trying to back up her
Yeah, I mean, it's
her
a good
squad.
thought. It just
miscommunication
on what was happening.
on the
Sounds like
execution.
a past gripe of when she was in college.
Could be.
Maybe football players getting extra privilege, which, I mean, obviously happens. They're a football player at Nebraska.
Yeah.
But the hashtags, not a good scene.
If that got sent to her, I think a lot of the blame is on whoever sent her that.
Yeah,
that's
agreed.
true.
Yeah.
Because
obviously they sent it in a way of like, hey, this is happening.
Because either
They probably put something with the picture, like, hey,
Like-
we're eating this, or we didn't get to go to the training table today, and football did, or something.
whoever sent her that picture obviously didn't clarify the
That
situation.
they were told before.
Right.
Or that person didn't read the email
Right.
Yeah.
and just fired off a picture too quick.
It's a classic miscommunication.
Classic overreaction, too.
Yeah.
You just got to know the facts sometimes.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get into a battle with Husker football Twitter
No.
because like Husker
That's
Twitter
true.
in general, like you don't want to battle with them, but specifically football right before the season when everybody's got this like
The Kool-Aid's ripe.
Yeah.
they're just ready to fire on like anyone who says anything bad about the football team. Doesn't matter if it's
And if
former volleyball player.
I'm okay with it if it's warranted.
Right.
Yeah.
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 If there
but-
was no email sent, and
Then
if-
it would have been warranted.
correct.
Agreed.
But
Tough
Moral
look.
of the story, we just gotta
Let's
look
get
for
the
Communication.
facts.
context.
Let's get the
Communication.
facts first.
More context.
More
Communication.
context.
Learn from it. It all happens.
Yeah, it happens.
We've all sent a bad tweet
Oh,
Yeah.
out of anger.
Trevin sent
Out of anger.
What did I do?
dicks out for Phelps back in the
Phelps.
day.
Well, that's just a
I
good
set
tweet.
the Olympic record. My dick was out for Phelps.
Oh, that was an all-timer. All-timer.
That's still up there. I never deleted it. I don't
Yeah.
think.
I know I retweeted
Stand by it.
Oh.
Followers, go find that tweet.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Peters?
Yeah, my down bad is Jim Harbaugh. He's suspended for 4 games for recruiting violations. So, I mean, we looked at their first 4 games, and it's
Cake.
not even a slap on the wrist. It's a gentle touch on the wrist saying, you messed up here, but we don't really care. Because you don't play really, I mean, they play what, ECU?
ECU,
Yeah.
UNLV, Bowling Green, and Rutgers all at home.
So they're going to be favored
geez.
by at least 35 in all of those games.
Yeah.
Probably.
And then
At least 3 touchdowns, if not 4.
Yeah.
And then he gets to come back at Nebraska, which that's their first test regardless of how good Nebraska is anyway.
We're their first road
Yep.
game.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Why can't the Big Ten throw us a bone and play 4 easy games at
Yeah,
home to start?
Seriously.
That'd be nice.
Ridiculous.
Well, it's part of it on our own scheduling. I mean, we scheduled Colorado away, and then we have
Yeah.
2 cupcakes at home.
Yeah, that's true. I hate that we play
Yeah, that sucks.
week 1 Big Ten.
I don't know why we've played back-to-back years, week 0 in the
This
Big
week,
Ten.
and then we play on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and last year was in Ireland. Like,
Yeah.
it's just all weird circumstances. Just
Mm.
ease us into the schedule.
Yeah.
Like, I know
We're
Big
doing
Ten's trying to do
crazy.
week 1 Big Ten games moving forward, but why do we have to have 2 in a row?
Yeah, it should be rotating.
Yeah.
Because this will be 3 years in a row. Because 2 years ago it was Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah,
That's right.
true.
So it's 3 years
We
in a row.
lost that one.
Yes, we're 0-2 in these.
So we're the first night of college football, correct?
No.
Unless there's a Wednesday game.
I'm looking right now.
Is
Actually,
there
yeah.
Is there a slate of games the Saturday before?
That's what I was wondering because I
Yeah,
think
there'd be a
that's
week
that's
0.
technically week 0, and then
So
we
I'm
play on the
looking-
Thursday
Yeah.
of week 1.
And then week 1 is September 2nd,
Okay.
or whatever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like 5 or 6 games on week 0.
so because we're not
Yeah,
technically
nobody.
week
I'm looking
0.
right now.
But no-
Hawaii, Vanderbilt,
yeah,
That'll be
USC
the spread
plays-
there will be.
nobody. Vanderbilt's favored by 18.
Really?
Hawaii's bad.
Hawaii's bad.
Remember Hawaii screwed us last year
Twice.
twice.
Yeah, no notable games, but at least we're not the first
Yeah.
set of games.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, last year everyone got to start their year off with a tough Nebraska loss.
Yeah. But Jim Harbaugh, I think he can still be with the team. So, I mean, he could be gone for whatever. He could take a 4-week vacation and win those 4 games by
Oh yeah.
4 touchdowns. So, he's not really down bad, but I guess you could say.
I'd love to see ECU beat them. That's probably the only one that maybe
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
there
the
could
only
be a
one.
little competition, but
Yeah.
yeah,
let me check the spread quick.
figure it out. Harbaugh.
Michigan's favored by 34.5.
Okay, never mind.
They should be fine.
ECU must be pretty bad.
Yeah.
They were 8-5 last year.
Yeah, I thought they were decent last year.
They must have lost a ton of people.
Yeah,
I might
good
hop on ECU.
I wonder if the spread changed a bunch.
It's
Today.
opened at 36.5. Now it's down to 34.5.
Sharps.
Might hop on that quick.
Chris, you got one for us?
Yeah, I'm going to go with NFL running backs. So the last couple weeks, the running backs in the NFL are pissed because they're not getting paid what they think they should be getting paid, probably what they should be getting paid. Because like the recent years, NFL running backs have been getting franchise tagged instead of signed to long-term deals. And so like Saquon this year got franchise tagged. I think another running back did. I'm not sure which one, but yeah, they think they should be getting paid more. I get it. A lot of them are really good, but they're one knee injury away from their career being over. So I see why the team doesn't want to sign them long term.
Such a
But-
tough situation.
Yeah, but it'd be frustrating to be that good and get 1-year deals all the time.
Yeah. Agreed. Did you guys see Big Cat's what he wants to do?
The $50 million and it doesn't go against the cap?
No. Well, there's that. His other idea was running backs don't get drafted. They just enter free agency. So then they can set the market at whatever
So like you wouldn't be able to draft a running back in the
they would
draft.
go straight to free agency. So then the market can be set at whatever it's set at, and then
That'll never go through.
because running backs don't get to experience free agency really. They kind of do, but they're just not willing to pay.
Yeah, you don't really
more
see
down the road.
Yeah, you don't really see a good running back go to free agency and go to a new team. They usually sign with their same team.
Yeah,
I mean,
Usually.
it makes sense though, because like running backs are kind of replaceable. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
a good running back helps, but it's not gonna make a difference as like a good quarterback or an insane wide receiver. Like,
yeah.
like who are the best running backs? Saquon. Giants aren't any that much better because of him. All these
McCaffrey.
look at Jonathan
McCaffrey.
Taylor. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Taylor sucked.
Yeah,
He didn't have a line, but he still sucked.
Like it's
Chubb.
they're just so replaceable because the backup running backs can do just about the same stuff.
Yeah,
You get a good O line, and any running back's gonna
Yeah.
be really good.
Yeah, look at like Tony Pollard last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just blew past Zeke, and Zeke was getting paid.
So yeah, I get it, but it sucks for
Yeah.
running backs.
It does suck.
Actually, I don't feel bad. You're
Yeah,
I mean, he's still making $11 million a year.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good, but
poor thing.
compared to everyone else though, it would suck.
yeah, you see all these guys getting 200, 250 million, 30 million a year, and you're like, I want some of that.
Yeah,
Especially when you're like the top running backs in the league. But after 5 years, like your knees just go bad.
mm-hmm.
Like once they reach 28, 29, like new running backs come and take your spot.
yeah. I don't know if there's nothing you can really do about it. But
Yeah.
Because didn't he say he might just like sit out this year? Because
Saquon?
Yeah.
He
He
got
said
signed.
that like yesterday, and then today he signed a 1 year, $11
Yeah.
million deal.
Oh, I did not see that.
It's a complete 180.
yep.
Don't
Might
know
as well
what
just-
changed, but
I mean, endorsement wise, he's probably making $11 million a year.
yeah.
So why wouldn't you just like hold out and see what the Giants do? Because at some point they're going to go up a little bit, you would think. Not to what he ideally would want, but
Yeah, I don't know.
He could have. But I think there's a stiff penalty now for holding out. I think the NFL put like a huge fine on holding out. And it's like per day.
Oof.
So it like racks up instead of like per week.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Mine. I was gonna go just the British Open, but I might just go majors this year. Majors in golf have been so boring. The British Open specifically. Brian Harmon, yuck,
Ugh.
won. Just the most boring golfer.
He's a weasel.
He's a little weasel.
He's a good guy though.
He's a good, yeah.
He's a good
He's
guy.
not fun to watch. Great guy, good golfer, but
I kind of like it. Hot take.
when he won, it was weird. I know it was pouring rain, but like no one came over to congratulate him. Like when he was walking to the trophy booth or whatever to turn in his card,
Yeah.
he was just walking alone with his putter. It's like no one wants to come. No one wanted to say good job.
Yeah.
But what did you say? They had like all-time low ratings.
Yeah. NBC did, yeah.
The coverage wasn't good either.
No.
But
Paul Azinger sucks.
Yeah, he needs
He's
to go.
losing it.
No, there were no good finishes this year. Maybe the U.S. Open where
that was
Clark
the closest. Yeah.
was kind of blowing it on the
Yeah.
last couple holes, but
Yeah,
no,
Rahm
there's no,
crushed
like-
in the Masters.
Who won the PGA?
PGA was
PGA.
Oh,
he's
Uh-oh.
Koepka.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
right.
Koepka.
And it wasn't really that close.
Wasn't
No.
a close finish. No, Harmon just wasn't. Wasn't exciting.
I know why you were okay with it.
Well, yeah.
Well, but also like in a day of like people say golf is just a power game now. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
nice to see
Yeah.
a golfer like plot his way around, do his own thing. Know like okay, I'm not gonna hit it 330, so I'm gonna just hit the fairway, hit the green. If I make the putt, great. If not, move on to the next hole.
No, don't get
He-
me wrong.
he
It
dominated.
was very impressive by
Yeah.
him. I just wish it was. As a fan, I
It
wish
was
it was
closer.
a little better.
Yeah.
And closer.
Yeah,
If I'm okay if Harmon wins like a close, like
Yeah.
a playoff.
Yeah.
It
I didn't-
just
yeah.
sucks that we've had so many boring majors.
yeah.
And then
Shout out to-
Brian Harmon wins.
Shout out to 5'7" lefties.
Yeah.
Although I'm 5'8", but close enough. Makes me
That-
wish I just would have applied myself a little more in high school. And
Trevin gonna win a major?
could have been me.
Could have been you out there.
Brian Harmon can do it. I can do it.
That's what
You probably hit it farther than he does.
I saw a tweet that said, if Brian Harmon can win a major, Tiger can win another.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
I'd
Makes
agree
sense.
with that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If
Only
Tiger
problem
gets
is it would
healthy,
have to be at like Hoylake because it's
Yeah.
super flat.
Mhm.
But then you have to deal with if it rains and gets cold, can Tiger walk that much?
True. But yeah, good
Majors
down
were
bad.
kind of a dud this
Yeah.
year.
Not great. That's okay though.
next year.
Next year we're due. We're due for some good ones.
Golf's in a good place though.
Yeah.
A lot of people it's getting so popular. Just
Yeah.
a lot of just whether you're playing it or feel like a lot more people have been watching it. The live stuff helps just bring
It did,
attention.
yeah.
It's in a good place.
I agree. We're gonna do something a little new this week. The game that's taking over sports fans recently is Immaculate Grid. And if you don't know what it is, it's like baseball, football. They have a basketball and a hockey
Yeah.
pro. And it's a grid. I'll put it up on the screen, but you have to match someone who played for both teams on the grid or did this task. And it's really fun. So we're going to challenge the boys here.
Somebody have a timer? Are we gonna put it on timer?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Do we do 5 minutes or more?
5's plenty.
5. Okay, we're
Can't
going to
get
do
it in 5.
5
Yeah.
minutes and see if we can
I know.
complete
Ready?
the Tuesday.
Yep. Let's go.
Wait, what's
Tuesday.
what's the date?
7:25.
7:25 Immaculate Grid.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. I know.
I got one.
Okay, who's got the top left? Anybody?
I don't have the top left, but I have the middle left. CC Sabathia.
Yep.
For
That's
what?
one.
Yeah.
Oh, the Brewers.
Brewers.
Brewers,
Indians.
Brewers,
Um,
Indians.
Do you just
Blue-
type it in?
Yeah.
Blue Jays and Phillies. We got Roy Halladay.
Yes. Yes.
200 hit season.
2 for 2.
200 hit season for the Blue Jays. I feel like it's got to be Vlad.
Vlad.
Vlad Guerrero.
Or
Did he get 200 hits?
His dad didn't play for the Blue Jays.
what
It
about
would be
Bautista?
Junior.
Oh, yeah, Bautista's better.
Bautista.
Bautista might be the. Yeah, 200. We can try Bautista.
So we're what, 2 for 2 right now?
2 for 2.
Yeah, tell us if it was right.
Okay. Jose Bautista is wrong.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Well, there goes the
For
Immaculate
the Blue
Grid.
Jays, plus 200
Would
hits a season.
For Brewers, let's go Yelich. For 200 hits?
He
No.
didn't have that great a year ever for them.
He had the one good year. Did he have 200 hits?
What about what's his name? Steroid boy.
Ryan Braun.
Ryan Braun, yeah.
He
Ryan
had
Braun.
to
He
have gotten
definitely
200
did.
hits.
200 hits for Ryan Braun?
Yeah.
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 Hate
Would
that guy.
who's somebody who just got a ton of hits?
It was Ryan Braun.
Okay.
There can be multiple answers, Chris. It's not just one guy.
200
Okay.
hits.
Yeah.
So
I'm trying to think of somebody who just like got on base all the time, like a leadoff guy, for 200 hits and 100 RBIs in a season. Would like Derek Jeter?
Yeah, he would have to.
yeah, but batting in the
I
two
don't know
hole,
if
did he have
got
that many
100
RBIs?
in a season.
Yeah,
I bet he
for
did.
sure.
I don't think he did.
He batted second.
I
No,
would
he
say
had lead.
A-Rod more than Jeter.
Yeah.
Could do A-Rod. Yeah,
I
we
bet
could
there's
do
a
A-Rod.
lot.
Yeah,
guys
I'm
with
sure
numbers.
A-Rod.
Go
did it
A-Rod.
too. We have 2 minutes and 54 seconds.
Okay, so we still need Blue Jays. That was
A-Rod.
right.
A-Rod was
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Blue Jays, Indians. Oh, 100 plus. Ryan Howard for 100 plus RBI season for Phillies.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Who just like raked for the Indians? Do we have one?
Did Jim Thome play for the Indians?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, Jim Thome.
Or was he White Sox?
He played for both.
Both?
Yeah, I would do Jim Thome.
Okay.
And then we need to see what we're at.
Yeah.
That was right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have three
What do we
left.
still need?
We have 2 guesses left.
2 guesses left, but 3 spots. So Blue Jays, Indians.
And then Blue Jays
Blue
hits.
Jays, Brewers, and then Blue Jays hits.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we have a Blue Jays Brewers? No.
Or, I mean, Phillies, Brewers, sorry.
Phillies Brewers.
Phillies
Should be able to get that one.
Phillies, Brewers.
2 minutes.
We got some time.
Would it be like
Could
trying
be a
to think of,
pitcher.
like, pitchers?
Who's been a good pitcher for both teams?
I'm struggling to find a pitcher. For
Cliff
the Brewers.
Lee. He didn't play for
I
the
don't think
Brewers.
it was a Brewer though.
Hamill, did he ever pitch for the Brewers?
No, he
Cole
pitched for the
Hamels.
Cubs.
Who 200 hits for the Blue Jays?
I mean, it could be Guerrero Jr., but
Nah.
I don't
think
know
so.
if he.
Be a lot of hits.
I just don't. Blue Jays, I don't know many Blue Jays.
Blue Jays and Brewers are just two teams that-
Tulowitzki played for the Blue Jays.
Did
They
he have?
did.
For I think one season.
Did he have? He didn't have to have the hits while he played for them, right?
No, just in his
I would
career.
try. You think he? I mean, he would have had to have had 200 hits one season.
1 minute left.
No.
You gonna do Tulowitzki for that one?
Sure.
So Blue Jays.
I think
200
200.
hits.
Yeah.
Blue Jays and Indians.
No.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, this is bad.
Oh, no.
It's bad. We're not a baseball podcast.
No.
No.
I can do football.
I'm struggling to who
I'm better.
played for
I'm
the
better
Guardians and Blue Jays.
at football. I should know that one. 30 seconds. We have one more guess. What's the other?
Kenny
box?
Lofton ever played for the Blue Jays?
I love guessing
Kenny Lofton?
Kenny.
I mean, we can. I don't fucking care. How much time do we have?
15 seconds.
Kenny Lofton.
Kenny Lofton, Blue Jays,
200 hits.
And the Indians.
Blue Jays
Blue
and
Jays,
Indians.
Indians.
Oh my
Not even close.
No.
It's
Yeah.
backyard baseball legend.
That's time. So we got
6.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Not
So-
great.
It's not
Fine.
great.
Does it tell you what the answers are?
Yeah.
yeah. If
You
you
got
go to,
results, like the most popular one.
Oh, here we go.
so we missed Blue Jays, Indians, Blue
trying-
Jays hits.
Couldn't get 200 hits for the Blue Jays.
Josh Donaldson was probably the Edwin Encarnacion.
Encarnacion.
Yeah.
Those are probably the two most memorable.
Okay. 6. That's our
Who
baseline
the
right
heck
now.
played
Well,
for the Brewers?
Now we know. We got to beat 6.
Did we
Next
guess
time do-
Yelich?
No, he did not.
I think we
Holy
guessed.
cow, we wouldn't have gotten any of these dudes.
Yeah.
I don't know any of them.
Yeah. A lot of them are.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yep. Sometimes it be like that. All right. Got to beat it next week.
Yep. Got to get 6.
All right.
We got to get 7.
Yeah, we do have to get 7. Roulette.
Yep.
Roulette time.
24.
15.
33.
Come on, 15.
Oh,
Folds. Of
Red
course.
20.
One more and then we'll see. 15. What is that? 9? Nobody's on a 9.
Yeah.
One more just for 70.
Yeah.
70 then.
Here it goes. It's going to be freaking.
Peters or Travis gonna win here. Just
I can't even see.
I don't even know where 33 is. I don't even care because I know it's not gonna hit. It's either gonna be 24 or 15. Here it comes.
Gosh.
I honestly feel good when no one wins.
Well,
Reds.
then hit the roulette.
I didn't bet on Brian Harmon. No,
Chris
I will
would-
never do that ever in my life.
Chris would cover you.
I've done it. I did it twice this year.
Yeah.
Just sounds
Worked
silly.
out.
He rewarded me.
But he won't do one more spin.
Oh, nope.
Correct. We've done 3. That's plenty
Yeah,
for a
it's
night.
plenty of spins.
They're not satisfied ever.
No. No.
No. Never satisfied. Keep winning.
All right. Shout out to Carlin again. Great dude. Got another fun interview coming next week that Chris already spoiled a little bit.
Yeah, it's
But-
my bad.
Because there's only one recruit
Yeah.
at that position.
And then the next week,
Big one.
Big announcement coming, huh?
possibly colossal guest.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You You know.
Yeah, he sent a
I
text.
sent it in the text.
I
You
know,
know
who
who
it is.
it is.
You know. Trevin knows.
You should know.
You
who it
should
is.
know.
So no one tell him.
Okay.
And just
Yeah.
next.
I mean, I
week,
think I know who it is, but
All right. This is the Boys Down Bad podcast. I'm Dylan.
Peters.
Trev.
I'm Chris.
Have yourselves a top 10 weekend.